hello. I was going to say good afternoon, but it may not be afternoon for you. Anyway, this is my little quote-unquote Gypsy Cottage. It's what I'm calling this little enchanted place. It's on a rural road, and people stop by. I get maybe one visitor every other day, and see what's in here. And it's all inspirational, mostly handmade things, and it's all for free. So it's a little magical experience for people to stop by. There's a little sign outside that says enchanted items, and the reason I'm calling them enchanted is because they're made with love and spirit, and the way I see it, that's what will save the world, is love and spirit. I had a couple of reasons for doing this. Number one, I've had a fantasy ever since I was a little girl about creating a little magical retreat for people, so that's what this tries to be. Originally it was a hunter's blind, and I bought it at a local orchard and transformed it. I hung fabric around and rhinestones and put the little flowers and a lot of other little treasures in here. And the other thing is, as an artist and a writer, it's hard to find your audience. It's hard to find people that can be uplifted by things that you do. So this way the word gets out there, people tell their neighbors, and people stop by. There's really not a lot of things that are expensive in here, so I don't have to worry about some van pulling up in the middle of the night and carting everything off, because really there's nothing in here financially that's worth more than $3, but to me it's just so significant spiritually that it's worth doing. So we'll be taking you on a little tour of what's in here. This is probably the first thing that I made with these little rocks, and they're painted and they have resin on them, so they're waterproof. But there's a lot of other little treasures in here, and we will try to show them to you. So this is the first thing that I think people see when they come in here. It's my sign that says, "Greeting, fellow traveler. Welcome to my little oasis." I'm calling the items in here enchanted because they come with love and spirit will save the world. Rather grandiose, but I believe it. And then it says, if you see something that inspires you, feel free to help yourself to a few of my treasures. And then I've listed all the things that I put in here. And so these are rocks that I do, and we'll be doing a video showing how I make these. Actually, I don't make the rocks. I paint them and make these stars on them. And some of them have, instead of stars, they have moons. Just to remind people of the cosmos. They come in different colors. These are some bookmarks that a friend of mine, Suzanne Delaney, does, and she graciously contributes these to the cottage. This one says, "Dream. Never lose your sense of wonder. Until you spread your wings, you have no idea how far you'll fly." Then I have wooden cutouts that I buy online, and I attach these photos to them and varnish them. I try to put things in here for children too, like this little girl with a lantern. And then we have little wooden cutouts, owls and unicorns. I put little rhinestone eyes for them. These are for the kids to paint. Here's more rocks over here. These have hearts on them. Very simple. All these rocks have resin on them, so they're waterproof. And here are some of the books that are in here. This was a joint book that I did again with Suzanne Delaney. Poems of Nature, Enchantment, and Mystery. Here's one that I didn't write as much as compile. There's a lot of different authors in it. The Mysteries of the Mystique of the Sea. Poems, Stories, and Intriguing Facts. I don't know how good the lighting is here. I don't know what you're able to see. And then haunting poems and stories. What I generally do is combine my own work with that of authors in the public domain. So people who have the book not only see my own stuff, but they see classical poetry and stories as well. And here's a collection of uplifting poems. All these things are available on Amazon, by the way, if you're not close enough to come to the cottage to pick it up for free. And here's a DVD that my husband helped me do, Poems of Enchantment. And again, I've taken some classical poetry as well as my own and woven it together with gorgeous images that I got online, and sound effects and music that I composed. And here's a card about where you can find these multimedia presentations. They may be viewed at www.youtube.com/user/idyllic productions. Now let's see what else we have in here. We have crepe paper flowers that came from a party store. I didn't make these. So over here we have what I'm calling Gypsy Dream Journals, and there'll be a video also showing how to make these. Different styles. It's just blank paper inside. And before I had the published books in here, I was doing these little poetry, handmade poetry booklets, which anyone can do. It's very simple. Poems of enchantment and mystery, and I just stapled these together. And before COVID-19 hit us, or didn't hit us in particular, but hit the world, I had this little book out here where people could write notes, either to me or to future travelers, little inspiring notes. I had to take it away and put hand sanitizer instead. I just brought this out here for the video. And then these are little filigree ornaments that I got online on eBay, I think it was. Very, very inexpensive. And here are some CDs that my husband has created. He's created many CDs. This one is called Magical Whirl, and this one's Journey of Life. There's a postcard in here about where you can find Gary Blanchard's music online and through various devices. Here's a little postcard, meditation haikus. In case somebody doesn't want to pick up a whole book, they can just pick up a postcard. I'll read it for you. We ease into it, the larger life surrounding our self-direction. From birds and crickets and more, we are distracted by things that steal time. Again, we find home in this pulsating life flow within and without. The violin is just for decoration. I don't know if you can see it. It's just for decoration. It doesn't really play. So I put this star map on the ceiling, very simple. It shows how to find the Andromeda Galaxy, which you can see with the naked eye if the sky is dark enough at night. You would go from the Big Dipper to the North Star Polaris, and then Cassiopeia, the constellation, and that's supposed to represent the Andromeda Galaxy, which at some point is going to merge with our own Milky Way. And then I've done a little map that people can take home with them as well, that shows what's on on the ceiling.